What is going on, everybody? Chris with DEGEN here. Welcome back to the Daily Wager. We're back. I know I was gone for about a week or two. I know I was gone, but I'm back now. All right, and we're gonna continue. Picks have been rolling while I have been away from doing the live shows. Life kind of took over, and sometimes you got some responsibilities to take care of. Yes, I know a 26-year-old is telling you that you have responsibilities. It's a good time. It was my birthday during the time I was away, so yeah, 26 now. Pretty cool. Anyway, Daily Wager. So today, going to be just kind of going over the world of sports right now, go over kind of in-depth recap of how May's going so far and things along those lines, and then I'll give you a preview of what's going on for the rest of the week in terms of shows and what we're looking at, but I apologize for being gone, all right? I apologize. Back now. All right, we are back. So, obviously, as you guys know, the usual, what's going on, and note from my legal team, who I believe is on a cruise right now. So, any inquiries to my legal team may take a bit of time to get back to you. Anyway, picks, like I said, have been going on since, even though I was away. Picks have still been coming out. I've been posting them. Haven't been as active in Discord, but the picks have still been there. All right, some good, some bad, but month of May, we're going to go over it now. All right, and let's go over the recap. All right, the recap of May so far. I'm going to flip screens over here, and we've got the tracker up. All right, so you guys know this tracker, pretty familiar to you by now. But so for the month of May right now, we are currently up 1.27 units. Not great, not bad though. Anything in the positive is always good. All right, we don't like to be in the negative. We were in the negative for a little bit, but we're coming back. All right, we're coming back nice and strong. What's going on, SJ? How are you? All right, so what we look like so far is 19 wins, 15 losses, no push for the month of May. Today's the 16th, so this is like 15 days worth of picks, 34 picks total. You're looking at a little over 2 a day. Some days there's more, some days there's less. It just depends on the slate and what I like. All right. I've told you in the beginning, I'm not going to sit here and post 15 picks a day. Not how I roll. There's days where I don't have any picks. There was a couple days this month where I didn't have a pick because I didn't like anything on the slate. I'm not going to force something just because I need to bet that day. You guys will learn as you bet more. And you bet more consistently. Some days just nothing piques your interest, nothing hits on the models, and there's just no reason to bet. You sit back, you have a drink, you watch the games, you have a good time, and you don't even have to worry about stressing over the games. All right? So there's the picks. That's what we've been going on so far. I'll give you a quick little recap. So we started off the month quite nicely here with a few wins in a row. Then we stacked up some losses, which weren't too good. Then a bit of a chop and some more losses. All right, this big loss here with the 3-unit loss. Brighton needed to win this game, and they showed up looking absolutely horrific. All right, I was at the car dealership. This was the day that I told you I blew 2 tires on my car in the in Discord. What's going on, Fuzzy? And what's going on, John? That's nice. That is nice. 10-1. That's how you do it. 10-1 is a solid day. All right, so. Yeah, so Brighton, just disappointment. A very bad showing that they pulled out that day. But then bringing it back on a nice little streak that has been happening. Over the weekend, this weekend, we went, what was that? 1, 2, 3. I think we went like 5-1 over the weekend, with most of those being 2-unit plays. So definitely some nice wins there that helped us out. And we're rolling. All right, we're rolling. We're back into the positive for the month. Oops, sorry, screen's jumping. But so that's what we look like for May right now, is up 1.27 units. And then cumulatively right now down just under half a unit, including May and April. But May is still young, and there's still time to make May pay. All right, May's going to be a pay. I can tell you that. We're going to be looking for it. All right, but just wanted to show you that because I know some people have been asking me what May looks like. I haven't been dodging it. I saw a couple of messages and a couple of DMs from people asking me if I was down bad because I just haven't been posting like a month recap or anything. generally speaking, I will post a recap each day. But like I said, the past couple weeks have been very, very hectic. You will all find out why soon enough. But it's been a time in DEGEN's household. All right, that's all I'm gonna say on that. We'll go back to the screens here, and let's give you a little, I think, a preview of what's coming up this week. Yeah, all right. So what's coming up this week? So today, obviously, is what we're talking about right now. Recap, just went over that. We're going to talk about a little bit what's going on in the world of sports right now. Tomorrow, Wednesday, is going to be a PGA Championship breakdown. For those of you who don't know, the PGA Championship starts on Thursday and goes Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I will give you a breakdown of the tournament, some guys I'd be watching. If you want picks, I'll give you some picks. I'm not going to necessarily quote them as actual picks that I'm giving out. But I will be betting on it, and I told you in the beginning that I will be sending you what plays I play. So there you go. All right. Thursday, you guys let me know. What do you want to see on Thursday? All right. And I'm going to ask this question again later on in the show, but I want to know what you guys want to see with this show. All right. I know it's the Daily Wager. We're going to talk a lot of betting stuff. Do you want to see more sports coverage? Do you just want to see strictly betting stuff? If you want to see betting stuff, what do you want to see? Do you want me to go over things that I've gone over already in terms of, like the betting for dummies, the 101s? Do you want me to almost take you through how I make my picks, how I run the models? You want me to run the models live on the show and show you what I'm looking at? So let me know what stuff you guys want to see. And then Friday, we got the ponies coming again. I saw John asking for it. The pony show, yes. It's on Friday. All right, I'm going to do the same exact thing that I did for the Kentucky Derby with breaking down every single horse, why I like them, why I don't like them. And hopefully this time maybe I'll listen to myself. All right. I was kicking myself after the Derby. Okay, I was kicking myself. And I put it in Discord that I have to go to the horse stable and have a horse kick me because I didn't kick myself enough. Because I said I liked Mage on the show. And I said the horse was running well. And that it was one to watch. And what did I do? Didn't listen to myself. Girlfriend DEGEN tells me I never listen, but, whatever. So, yeah, didn't listen to myself. The reason I didn't listen to myself mainly is I had some people down there who told me they didn't like the way the horse looked when it was running in the morning. I'm inclined to follow that kind of stuff. Big believer in, what you do leading up is important, but how you look on that day is also very, very important. And a couple people told me they didn't like it. So I was not high on Mage at the time. Now I'm kicking myself because Mage was the winner. Also, shout out to Javier Castellano for winning that race. But yeah, Mage looked good. The horses I gave out, Angel of Empire came in third, I think. Yeah, the rest of them, not great. The jockeys, though, I'm not going to go too far into this. The jockeys didn't run the horses right. If they had me on the horse, you'd be better, even though I probably weigh double what the jockeys weigh. I just don't know. They just didn't come out looking good. Is what it is. Life of a better, huh? All right, so Preakness show, Friday. We're going to go over that. Don't you worry. Same thing. Breakdown of all the horses, breakdown of the field, all that kind of stuff. NBA. All right, NBA playoffs are going. My Sixers are out of the playoffs. I was sad. However, they fired Doc Rivers today, so good for the Sixers. Doc Rivers, adios. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. Yes, you've got us to the playoffs, but yeah, I don't care. I don't really like you. So, adios, Doc. You have the worst record in, I think, NBA history for Game 7s and also for playoffs. You're just terrible. So, see you. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. Interesting questions for the Sixers coming up this offseason, though. We'll see what happens there. But for the NBA, right, we got the Lakers up against the Nuggets and the Heat up against the Celtics for the conference championship. So let's go over here, and that's my tracker. You guys don't need to see that anymore. We already went over that. But here you go with what we're looking like for the NBA playoffs. All right, so in the East, right, you got Miami and Boston. Miami went through Milwaukee, then they went through the Knicks, Now they're going to play Boston. Boston went through Atlanta, went through Philly, and then also now they're going to be playing Miami. I think this one is a slam dunk for the Celtics. I don't see Miami beating the Celtics here. Not an official pick, but I think Boston wins this in 5, maybe 6 max. Boston's going to just outpower Miami. I know Miami's good, but they're going to outpower them. And then down here in the West, you got the Nuggets up against the Lakers. Nuggets went through the Timberwolves and then Phoenix. Phoenix, obviously, good competition for them, but not enough. Minnesota, not a great team. They are what they are. Lakers, though, making some noise here with beating Memphis. We all know Ja has all his problems that he's going through right now. Ja, word of advice from the DEGEN. All right, word of advice. I don't care if you listen to me or not. You probably don't. Actually, I know you don't. But if you want to take some advice from me, okay, stop with the guns, bro. What are you doing? Are you out of your mind? You have one of the most lucrative potential contracts in the NBA. You basically set up your entire family, and now you're just screwing yourself. Bro, what are you doing? What are you doing? Out of your mind. You should be banned from the NBA indefinitely. All right? Basically, Stephen A. Smith, your job is on the line. I'm coming for it. But, yeah, Ja's idiot. Idiot. Maybe I'll make a short. Cut that out. Make a short, and then tag him in it, and he'll see it. Come up to my house. See what happens. Anyway, I think the Nuggets get this one done. The Lakers are going to be they're going to be tough, but I don't think they're going to be able to outlast Denver. I'm calling this one Denver in 6. It might see a Game 7 there, but I'm going Denver in 6. I am not saying Boston sweeps Miami, John. No, that is not what I'm saying. I said in 5 or 6. 5 or 6. My heart tells me 5. I think Boston gets this done. So Boston's going to win both games at home. They're going to steal a game in Miami, and then they're going to win at home in 5 to close it out. There you go. That's what I'm saying. Boston 1-2. They'll lose the third game. They'll win the fourth, win the fifth. Bang. There you go. That's what I'm saying. Hell, if you want, you can bet on it. I don't even know what the line looks like. Let me... Now you guys, you know what? I'll just pull it up for you while we're here. Let's go to FanDuel. And let's see what the line looks like. Boston in 5. I like that kind of. NBA. I might just put that out as a play. Where's their futures on here? Eastern Conference Finals. What do we got here? I gotta look. Boston. See, this is why Boston Celtics to win the first game and to win the series -240. Don't like that. Series total games. Here you go. 5 games plus 190. Worth a sprinkle, if you ask me. Worth a sprinkle. I don't think Boston gets it done in 4. I do think they get it done in 5, though. I think Jimmy Buckets is going to take over at home in one of the games. So Boston in 5 is something that I'd be inclined to take. And then if you really want some real juice here you go. All right, this is what I said. So we need to find game 1. I don't need 6. I only need 5 games. Where are you? This is going to take me a second to find because I got to go through all these possibilities. But I only need 5 games. I don't need 7. I need 5. I need 5 games, people. It's probably one of the first ones, and I just don't even see it. Oh, here you go, right here. It's this one. Plus 750. Boston game 1, Boston game 2, Miami game 3, Boston game 4, Boston game 5. Plus 750. Might be worth a little sprinkle if you want it. There you go. Might be worth a sprinkle. I'll post it in Discord later, though. If you want it, you can take it. Won't be tracking it as an actual play, but I'll tell you, because I'm probably going to place it now myself because I see it, and I'm a degenerate, and I want it. But Boston in 5. No problem. Boston in 5. All right. Western Conference, we can go over this quickly. See, the Nuggets are minus 165 to win the series. Again, I would go down here to what's it called? To total games, and like I said, 6 or 7 games. I think this happens in both at plus money. You can hit both of those at the same time, right? And you'll profit either way. The only thing that you lose on is if the series ends in 4 or 5. I don't see it ending in 4 or 5. I don't see the Nuggets going for 4 wins, 1 loss in those series. I do see it going to 6. Again, potentially 7, but I think 6 is a good order there, is a good number. So 6 games there, and I'd hit 7 too. And then the Boston game, 5 games, no more. No more is needed. Boston, Heat, Boston. Bang. There you go. There's my plays for that. I'll put them in Discord later, though, for anyone who wants to see those. I'll put them in Discord. Okay? All right. That's the NBA. What are we talking about next? We got the MLB. All right, so the MLB, I'm not going to go over all the standings, but there's been some surprises in the MLB, I would say, this year so far. But I want to get your thoughts on the pitch clock. What are your thoughts on the pitch clock? To all those in chat, let me know what you think about the pitch clock, okay? I'll give you my 2 cents on the pitch clock while you are waiting for the lag to catch up, and then also while you're typing out your answer. But here's my thoughts on the pitch clock, all right? The pitch clock, I like the idea of the pitch clock. However, I think it's a little too quick, okay? My problem with the pitch clock is that I don't think there's enough time. I do enjoy the games being over relatively quickly. Makes it a little bit more interesting. It makes me want to watch it a tad more, right? But I think the pitch clock is a little too quick. I think they need to add maybe 5 seconds, maybe 6 seconds to the pitch clock in order to give. I don't know. I just didn't think it's too quick. I mean, I don't know if you guys saw. Obviously, I'm a Philly fan. Bryce Harper can't even get his arm thing on for his Tommy John surgery that he had in the time where the pitches are happening, right? Do I think that's the reason? No. It's just there's just not enough time for the batters to do what the batters need to do. I know that they shouldn't have a long ritual, but some of them have a ritual, right? And you're like rushing them in there, and then the pitchers, they're just kind of getting up there and getting the throw. Again, I like the idea of it. I just think it's too fast. I think they need a tad more time in there, or the ability to almost pause the pitch clock and or get an extension on the pitch clock. There's an idea I was talking about with a buddy of mine, where the pitcher, how you get a certain amount of mound visits, right? Well, I think a pitcher or a hitter even should be able to maybe ask for an extension on said pitch clock, right? So I see. Yeah, here you go, right? So at first I liked it, now you hate it. As a fan, I like it. I think it hurries the game a bit too much, though. I agree. I like it, but it's too quick. Yeah, that's my main problem with it. I think it's too fast. I don't think there's enough time to actually allow, the game to progress. Again, I do like it, but too quick for me. Need more time added, agreed. Basically, you need all your starters in your bullpen. Yeah, that's true. Basically, you could have anybody really coming out of the game pretty quick. I think also, too, I used to pitch, right? I used to catch, too. I didn't play baseball for very long. But as a catcher and now as a coach, not for baseball, I coach volleyball for anyone who doesn't know. That season is over, by the way, hence why I also have more time on my hands now. But as a coach, I like to settle my players down at times. There's things that, you as a coach or even as a parent or as a player, sometimes the game just gets too much at a certain time, and you need to do something to settle down the players. Or even when I was a player, I would have to do the same thing. When I was a catcher, I'd settle the pitchers down. When they get a couple pitches that are, way out the zone or they're not hitting where, I want them to be hitting. You got to settle them down a little bit. So I think there's no time for that now, obviously, with the pitch clock. But I think, they could make it slightly more lengthy in order to allow for some of that time. Plus, I think the games are getting over in a nice clip, but I'm not asking for the games to be longer, but I do think they could be a tad longer, just because of increasing that pitch clock a bit. So, not going to go on too much longer about the pitch clock, but just wanted to give you my thoughts on the pitch clock and see what everybody else was thinking on the pitch clock, because I know myself, I'm not a huge fan of it as it is now. I like the idea. Again, not a fan of it as it is currently. But I know with some of my buddies and stuff, we were talking, and there's just not enough time. I was at the Phillies game the other week, and I barely had time to go get a beer and go to the bathroom, and the inning was over. I was like, what the heck? I just missed a bunch of time. I didn't have time to go pee and grab a beer. That made me have to go pee more, but beside the point. Anyway, all right, baseball. That's it. All right, soccer. Okay, you guys know I love my soccer, right? A lot of the picks that I tell you, a lot of the picks that I bet on are soccer. I've been dialing the soccer back a little bit because I know a lot of you guys like baseball, so I've been doing more baseball, and I've been trying to work on modeling the baseball so I can give you better picks. Whether you follow them or not, that's up to you. Again, not going to tell you how to bet, not going to tell you what to bet, tell you what I'm betting, right? But soccer, so there's games on all the time, right? This week is slightly slow for the main reason that is the Champions League and the Europa and Conference League semifinals this week, okay? So there's Champions League today, there's Champions League tomorrow, and then Europa and Europa Conference League on Thursday. So there's a lot of different games on, though. I know a lot of you don't have access to some of the leagues. That's why I'm not betting on some of them. I do like some of the third world countries and some other stuff, but I'm not going to bet on it because I know you guys don't have access to it. And this also leads me to another question. What did Eric say? Love the new rules, like, hey, new rules, want to get a drink. All right, if you like the new rules. But, Eric, do you like the length of the pitch clock? That's my problem with the new rules. I like the rules. I just think the pitch clock needs to be a little bit longer. You know? Kind of like your girlfriend asking you, can you last a little longer? I know you love those jokes, Eric. Anyway, now I lost my train of thought. But with soccer, though, right? The main leagues, so like the English Premier League, La Liga, the Bundesliga, all the main leagues are winding down in the next few weeks. Now, they still have games coming, but they're winding down. And the one thing I want to tell you with those is be careful with those, okay? Be very careful with some of the main leagues now and placing bets too early. The reason I say that is because the lineups are going to be dependent on where the team stands, okay? Now, break this down. So there's teams that are fighting relegation. So in soccer, contrary to most other professional sports, the bottom three teams in most leagues get dropped to the next league down every single year, and the top three teams from that second league get brought up to the main league. All right, so it would be like in the MLB, your bottom three teams record-wise would get dropped to the minors, and those minor league teams would come up. Now, I know that it doesn't work exactly that way because of the farm systems and stuff, but NFL is a better example of that. All right, so let's say there was a division for the NFL. Like let's call the XFL the division under the NFL. Let's say 3 of the XFL teams got brought up, 3 of the NFL teams got dropped. Okay, so that's how soccer works with that kind of stuff. So be careful with some of the bets that are coming, and you may see a slight delay in my picks throughout the week and the weekends because I'm waiting for lineups for the teams, so they'll probably drop about an hour before those games start. But I just want to bring that to your attention because there's teams that have already clinched. Like Barcelona's already won the La Liga, right? So will they continue to play? Yes, but will they have their all-star lineups out there all the time? Probably not, all right? Same thing goes for the relegation teams. Those teams are fighting for something. So don't expect them to just lay down to some top team because the relegation team wants to stay in that top league, okay? So they don't want to drop. So they might go all out to try to beat, whoever they have to play. So that's why I'm saying just be careful with these leagues winding down because now we're getting into that point where the relegations are going to come into play. So be mindful. Again, if you're going to bet soccer and stuff like that, the picks will be in Discord. So There you go. Um, all right. So you think maybe a few seconds? That's what I'm saying. I didn't ask for like a minute. I'm just saying 6 seconds added on, maybe 10 max. And you like that soccer rule. Eric, I can tell you're on a buy you a drink type thing, right? You got a little T-Pain in the background right now. Asking you want to buy a drink. But be careful of that bar tab. That bar tab's getting pricey. Buying baseball a drink, buying new rules a drink, buying soccer a drink. Hell, buy DEGEN a drink. Anyway, all right, just wanted to bring that to everyone's attention with soccer. So be mindful, all right? Be mindful with that kind of stuff. Keep it front of brain here, all right? Hockey. The playoffs are going on in hockey right now. Actually, side note, before I go into the hockey thing. So, some of you know that I was on a work trip it was supposed to be a couple days, ended up being 2 weeks. And I was down in Dallas, which I am not welcomed in Dallas, obviously, because I'm an Eagles fan. Yes, I was wearing an Eagles hat on the plane. Yes, I was wearing my Eagles stuff. I don't care, okay? I don't care. But I was in Dallas, and the Stars atmosphere there outside the arena was electric. It was pretty cool. I had a good time. I have a couple buddies who live down there, so we went out for the games and stuff when I was down there. But pretty cool atmosphere. Ricky, you had me betting on young boys from Switzerland, and I was wondering what I'm getting involved in. Okay, I put it in Discord when you said that. All right. I'm being relatively tame right now with some of these picks. The main reason is I know a lot of people cannot bet on some of the leagues I actually want to bet on. All right, but I'm gonna switch off the hockey for 1 second, and I'm gonna come back. All right, you want to see what I'm looking at on a daily basis here? You guys have seen this page before. All right, it's SofaScore. I told you is where I get a lot of my notifications from games and other stuff like that. Right? I mean, we're talking like. Obviously, we got Inter and we got the main leagues going on, all right? But, DEGEN's living in, even Turkey, we're going to call that a main league. Norway, big Norway guy here, right? You guys know this. You've seen the Norway Elite Siren, right? There it is. There's games going on today. I didn't love any of the games except, of course, I liked this game here with both teams to score, but the line was too high, so I didn't actually take it. But Saudi League has some good options sometimes. But I'll tell you right now, okay, if you can bet on, never mind, the game already started. I was very high on Riga today in Latvia, but I checked FanDuel and I checked DraftKings and they didn't have it. So I didn't post it out there. But Riga in the Latvian league. You see, Ricky, I'm telling you, I can go down a whole rabbit hole here. So yeah, but there's some games here that I could go down a rabbit hole on. I told you I got banned from betting Israeli soccer, so it happens. But let's go back to hockey here. All right, this is what I want to talk about, hockey. Right, so we got the Stars up against the Vegas Golden Knights. All right, Stars won. They beat the Kraken, so I know John and Ian were a little sad about that. The Kraken, good season though, great jerseys. But the Stars won, okay, in 7, so they're moving on to play against Vegas, who won in 6, and then here we got the Panthers and the Hurricanes. So that's gonna be some good hockey coming up here. I already told you I'm not the biggest hockey fan. I like hockey, I'm just not super into it. I will watch it. I prefer to be at the game though if I'm watching hockey, but I will pick hockey over baseball. So yeah. But yeah, Ricky, don't worry. There's some picks coming out with some crazy soccer. It's probably better that some of you can't bet on it though, because I'd go down some real deep rabbit holes, real deep. But it is what it is. All right, hockey. What else are we talking about? Golf. All right, golf. So I put it in tomorrow's, or I put it in the weekly schedule. What's going on? But tomorrow, I am going to do a PGA Championship show. All right, so tomorrow's show will be solely focused on golf and the PGA Championship, and whatever picks we have for tomorrow, that's what I'll go over then. But mainly golf focused tomorrow, and then Friday Well, I don't want to steal my own thunder, but it's on the next slide. What do you see? You have a gambling site out of Costa Rica. Which site do you use, Eric? Put it in chat. Which one do you use? You don't have to put the link. Just which site do you actually use? Is it Bovada's? Is Bovada out of Costa, or is it like a local out of Costa Rica? Because I use a book out of Argentina, so that's why I'm asking. Just curious. And is it a deposit type book where you have to deposit in advance, or is it like, you hit up a guy and he calls Uncle Vinny and Vinny comes and takes your money or whatever. You love the BTTS no at the 65 to 72 minute mark. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad bet, especially if the favorite is up. That's what I would look for a lot there, John, when you're looking. If you see like a heavy favorite is up in that time frame and you hit the BTTS no, I love those. But yeah, the live in-game soccer is one of my favorites. I think at some point I may start just sitting in Discord like throughout a whole Saturday and just sit there and just tell you live bets that I like. And obviously bet them. We can, chat about whatever also. But, I'm thinking of doing, and let me know what you guys think about this, right? So what if I did something like I'll make a stream, right? I'll get on the stream. And then if you guys want to join me, I'll send you a link and you can come in on the stream. We can chat like live so everybody can see it. I have a software that can hold up to 12 people on the stream. So if you guys want something like that, we can definitely do that. I think that'd be kind of cool. I'm watching the games anyway. I can't stream the games through the stream itself to YouTube because of copyright stuff. But, we can talk about the games. We can have a screen up, what we're looking at, things like that. We can actually go place the bet. So let me know if that's something you guys would be into and doing. I'd have some fun with that. Bet DSI. Okay. I've heard of the book. I've never used it. Bet DSI. Now you're going to make me go look at the site. Not now. Bet DSI. Let's see. Ooh, they got a lot of options here. I'll have to take a look at this one. Because one of the offshore books that I used in the past was Bovada. The problem with Bovada is that their withdrawal policies are horrific. They have so many great options, but it's horrific. They got some good soccer on here too. I may have to take a little peek into BetDSI. I can share my screen for anybody who wants to take a look at what BetDSI looks like. Here it is. This is not sponsored by them. I do have to say that for purposes of whatnot, but I'm just pulling up what they do. So they don't have like the league that you're playing in. But yeah, pretty cool. John, the problem with stake is where it's legal. Stake has some great options, and there's some great like even casino games on stake. The problem is legality in different areas. But yeah, a lot of different books you can choose from. What it looks like to me here though is with this kind of stuff, it's like maybe I'd have to make an account to actually see what we're looking at here. But doesn't look like they have too many options in terms of betting. That's one thing that I look at a lot. They do have some interesting historical facts here, so that's not too bad. You can see where some of the money is. Pretty cool book. Thanks for that, Eric. Pretty cool. Take a look at that one a little bit more in depth after the show. So golf, obviously, on tomorrow, and then horses on Friday. All right, we're talking horses again. So the Preakness is on Saturday. Like I said, I'm going to do the show on Friday. I'm going to do it the exact same way as I did the show for the Kentucky Derby. All right, so I will give you some background on the race itself. I will go over each horse individually. I will let you know why I like them, why I don't like them. And then I will talk about my actual picks for the race. And again, same thing on Saturday. I will post about an hour and a half before the race starts. I will put the picks that I like in Discord for those horses. Okay, that's what I will do. So that's going to be Friday, whole Preakness show. We'll get into it. and we'll talk some ponies. And then final slide here. I don't have picks on this show today. Soccer didn't stand out to me. I already told you that. There will be some possible NBA and some MLB picks, but I'm going to put them out later because I need to finish running models because I haven't done that yet today. So I will do that. But I want to know, what do you guys want to see? All right. So what do you want to see on this show? Do you want to see more like sports related content, just like a Pat McAfee type show? Do you want to see more betting stuff? Do you want to see me review bets? Do you want to see me go through all of that kind of stuff? Is there something specific you guys want to see? Because I want to tailor the show to what you guys want to see. I don't want to sit here and just do what I want to do. So even though I can do that, but I want to know what you guys want to see. So tell me. You can tell me here in chat. You can tell me in Discord. You can email me, or as you can see up there, you can send me a carrier pigeon. I don't really care. Just make sure the carrier pigeon knows where it's going. Sorry to hear about your pigeon. That's a shame. But yeah, what do you guys want to see? Let me know. Again, if you don't have anything off the top of your head now, you can let me know in Discord. I'm, again, back in Discord. It's not that I was out of it. I just wasn't checking it as frequently. I tried to answer questions when people posted them as soon as I could. But like I said, I was away and doing some things and handling some life stuff. Adulting is hard at 26. Yeah, everyone in chat's going to tell me to cry me a river. I know. I'm not actually complaining. But yeah. So let me know what you guys want to see. I'm going to flip to this screen here, and we can talk. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to put them in chat. Again, picks will be out later on this afternoon. I will get them posted. There are no early NBA today. NBA is later. MLB is also later. There's no day games unless you're on the West Coast. Then I guess you do have a 3:30 start time on the West Coast, but otherwise it's 6:30 on my coast. I know a couple people asked me about soccer. So the thing with soccer here is, Inter's playing bets on the latest sports, only winners. Okay, we can do that. We can do bets on latest sports and only winners. I won't talk about losers. I don't like losers anyway. So, yeah, we can go into that. But what was I gonna say? So, there's Champions League today. It's Inter Milan and AC Milan playing. People have been asking me for a pick. The reason I don't have a pick on this game is because I see it ending in a draw. And the reason I see it ending in a draw is because, and if you want the exact score of a draw, it's going to be a 1-1 draw. Now, don't actually go bet on that. The reason why is because Inter won the first game 2-0 away. Okay? So now Inter's playing at home. So Milan's going to have to win by 2. They're not going to. But in order to win, they're going to have to, try to attack. I think they will net one. If you want a BTTS there, you can go for it. I can look up the line for you now while I'm here. But here's what I see happening. I think AC Milan's going to net one earlier-ish. First half goal, I'll call it. And then the problem is they're going to be pushing for that second goal. When that second goal, they're pushing for it, Inter's going to hit them on the counter, and they're going to win. Again, Inter doesn't have to win today to advance, so do keep that in mind. So they just need to lose by 1, and they advance. So that's why I'm saying I don't have a huge pick on this game, because I gave out Inter last time that I liked them. I would like Inter here, but the problem is that they're already up 2-0. So, yeah. And here's the lines. I can show them to you. And, John, I see your question. I'll get to it in a second. Here's the lines for the game today. All right. You're looking at Inter at plus 120. If you want the draw, you can hit it. I don't love it, but you can hit it. I do see a 1-1 type game here. Inter may win, but it's not worth betting on for me. Both teams to score could be a good option here at minus 130 if you like that. Not enough to make a play for me, but it's an option. All right. Jay, I will see you on Friday for the Pony Talk. Do you run models on all plays, i.e. Phillies, money line, points, overs, unders? Yes, he said cautiously. I run models on all the. I don't run models on the play itself. I run the model, and that kind of dictates the play, if that makes sense. There are plays that I like that I will run a model on specifically. My problem with overs and unders, I do overs and unders in soccer. I don't do overs and unders really on like full game totals. I will do team totals because I like a specific team matchup against somebody. So, for example, you've seen me take overs in soccer for a specific team. You've seen me take overs in like a full game for soccer, yes. But for like MLB, you'll see me hit team totals because I don't like the other pitcher, or the other pitcher is not as good against whatever that team is good at. You'll see me take team totals in basketball because I think the team total. I don't necessarily love full game overs and unders combined, but yeah, single team totals I will take. I don't really bet unders because life's too short to bet unders, but you can do you. I'm not going to tell you how to bet. I'm not a big under fan. I hate rooting for unders. And every time I root for unders, I get burned. So I don't bet unders. But yes, the MLB was crazy yesterday. The MLB was nuts in terms of runs scored yesterday. You had a 10-3 with the Nationals and the Mets, 9-5. I almost made the Orioles a play yesterday at plus 1.5. I thought the Orioles would put up a good fight here. I didn't expect the Angels to put up 9 though. So luckily I didn't put that out as a play. You had 11 in another game, 11 in another one. I mean, the Cardinals put up 18 runs yesterday. What the heck? 18 runs. The Braves put up 12. And see, this is the thing with why I don't like full game over unders a lot of the time is like the Braves put up 12 and the Rangers put up nothing, right? That could have just as easily been like a 6-0 game. The under hits, but the team total on the over hits. So that's why I prefer team totals as opposed to, full game over unders. But, up to you. Angels, Orioles, or Twins, Dodgers. Is that what you're asking me about today? I'll give you a second. Is that today that you want or yesterday to review those games? Let me know. If you're talking about today, in terms of over-unders on those games, I would say the Dodgers and Twins over-under intrigues me a little bit more. But you got two good pitchers there. Oh, yesterday you hit the Orioles over 3.5. Yeah. Orioles yesterday, I liked them. It's just I didn't expect the Angels to put up that many runs, but it is what it is. Angels, Orioles, Twins, Dodgers. So, I can run the models. I don't have them up right now, and they're going to take too long to actually go because when I'm streaming and then when I run the models, my computer goes down nice and slow. Haven't run anything. I like the over in the Angels-Orioles game. Not a terrible call there. The Twins and Dodgers, it's tough because you got two good pitchers that are pitching here. If they get hit early, you might see the over. But, I don't know. I would be inclined to think the Twins get some runs tonight. Reason being, Kershaw's pitching tonight. His mom just died not too long ago. So this is his first game back. Will he have a legacy game? It's possible, but he might be on tilt. So, But again, official MLB plays will be in the Discord, all right? Later on this afternoon. Any other questions for me? Otherwise, we've been going for like 45-ish minutes. I will... Whoa. Oh, hello. Camera went out of zoom there real quick. If any other questions, put them in chat. Otherwise, I will call the show. And again, I'll put the picks in Discord later on today. But if you like it with the MLB... all right. Oh, sorry, not the MLB. I see your question, John. I'll get to it in a sec. The NBA, Celtics in 5... If you want to bet the series, Boston, Heat, Boston, and then Nuggets, Lakers, 6 or 7 games. Which is better, money line or points in MLB? Not you, DEGEN. Answer depends. Well, John, the answer depends. No, I'm kidding. I prefer money lines in baseball for the sole reason that sometimes those spreads get whacked, and I don't like betting spreads a ton of the time in baseball because in baseball, right, you don't get the opportunity to bet if you're up in the ninth, so I prefer money lines if you're up that 1 run. Sometimes, yes, will they cover the spread? Yeah, but I prefer money lines in MLB. There you go. There's not a it depends answer. Money line. Give me the money line. Because I'm not taking a team to lose by a run. If I think they're going to lose by a run, or if I like the team, I'm taking them on the money line at the plus whatever odds they are. Now, alternate points are not a bad example, because I just see you put that in there. So alternate lines are not terrible. Like on a FanDuel, you can take, like let's say you can take the alternate runs. I don't hate alternate run lines, but I hate the normal run lines in baseball with the -1.5, +1.5. I don't like those. But alternate run lines I don't hate. You can do that. You can move the lines like to 2.5, 3.5, whatever it is. I don't mind those. The only thing is you're probably gonna have to parlay them because the odds are gonna be pretty high. Okay. All right. I don't see any more questions coming in. So guys, I appreciate it. Hope you guys have a great rest of today's Tuesday, right? Tuesday. Have a great rest of your Tuesday, and I will see you tomorrow for some PGA talk. And Thursday we'll do some stuff, and Friday we will have our pony talk. All right. Have a great day, everyone, and picks will be out soon. Peace.